Wednesday Artistry Collective live. If you're seeing the red live button up there somewhere, we are live. If not, you're on the replay. That's great too. Just type in hashtag replay. Let me know that you stopped by. And today's going to be such a fun event. It's kind of funny. I'll tell you how it came about. We were in our chat group that we have for the Artistry Collective because we are put together by Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage and Leah from Make All the Things With Me. And we were chatting and Leah said, I said, what's going to be our theme this week? And Leah said, I think we just wing it. And I instantly thought, oh, that is fun because I thought of bees. And she meant like go with the flow, just wing it. And Christy and I both thought she meant things with wings. So here we are. We're going to wing it. And we can do anything with wings. And we're just going to have a good live craft and chat. Now, my little grandbaby is 10 months old as of the other day. And she's going to have a party. And I want to make her a cute little banner. So, hello. Hello there. And hello, Carol. Good evening. So, I thought we would have a play and make a fun little banner. I've been die cutting away for the last hour. And you don't have to die cut. You don't have to have die cuts. You could just simply cut these little pennants. But I wanted them to match and line up, and I didn't want to have to worry about all the cutting straight. Hi, Cheryl. So today we are going to paper craft, but we're going to make a cute little high chair banner for my grandbaby that is turning 1 in a couple months. I can't even believe the year's already gone by. Goes by so quickly. Hello, Dee Dee. Welcome in. Okay, so let's get some. She is so lucky. I even dug into my paper museum because this paper is going to be perfect. And yeah, this is some Daisy D's paper. I love the background and how it's just kind of this faded color, but it goes really well with my napkins. Now, the theme of her party is sweet to be one. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sharon. So I want to use this napkin here, and we're going to put O-N-E in there. And I have some chipboard letters. We're going to see which ones we like better. We're going to paint them. We're going to do all of the things. I don't know if we're going to have all the time, but we're certainly going to try. So, oh, that letter is almost a little bit too big. Now, I thought it was going to be too small. So let's see. I've got some other ones. We will audition them real quick. I just kind of dug everything out. So there's, that one's kind of I guess they kind of look the same. Let's see. It's a little shorter though. Oh, that might work better. So there's that one. And then this N, is this going to work? Oh, I got 2 of them. And I think it will. And then we can choose an E. I have this kind of curly E. Or I kind of like this E up here, but it might be a little on the large side. But it is kind of skinny, so maybe we'll just go with it. Okay. Now, a lot of times when you paint or ink these chipboard letters, it's easier if you leave them in their little frame while you're coloring them. Now, we can ink these, we could paint these, we could spray these, we could do any or all of the things. And I want to... okay. Oh, and then we're going to use this E, which I'm just going to cut this out because I want to keep it in the frame because it's so skinny while I'm cutting it, or while I'm coloring it, rather. There we go. And I think that will do it. We'll use those ones. We don't need these ones. Okay. And then once I get all of that done, I want to put some cute little ribbon and charms and all the things. So let's get going or we're not going to get it done. Hello, Roberta. Welcome. Hey, there's Christy. Yes, so glad to see everyone. Wow, we've got 17 over here. That's great for me for YouTube. It's funny, somebody said they had a hard time keeping track of me. I kind of do the same thing every week. I'm on Facebook Live Monday and Tuesday. I'm over here almost every Wednesday. And then Thursdays, I've been hanging out with one of my friends on Facebook Live, either on my page or her page. And Friday, I'm in my private group. And then typically the weekends are mine with my family, unless if I'm in an event. And I don't do a lot of events anymore because I kind of need some days off. Okay, here we go. So I want this cute pattern on one side. And we can use my little brayer, the little sports car, as Tim calls it. And we'll just make sure that gets all good to go. I burnt my finger last night, and of course, it's my index finger. If you're using an air fryer, don't pick up the silicone basket that's inside. It's hot. I should have known that, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I just thought silicone wouldn't hold the heat, and I just went to grab it because it's just a liner to help keep things clean. And I grabbed it with my thumb and my index finger, and they both hurt. My thumb, I actually, there was like a little blister bubble I peeled off. That was no fun. So don't do that. It's hot. I was like, oh, it's not even a glue gun injury. I can't even blame the crafting tools. Okay, see how cute this is going to be? Now I did cut a smaller one because what I want to do is kind of layer them. So we will have, this will be like the front. Yeah, ouch. See, it's really sore. And then this one will go on right here. And I'm going to use the bee napkin around the back, and we'll put this bee napkin right here on the front. So we'll get these covered, and then we'll get to decoupaging. And while the decoupaging is drying, we'll color the letters, and it should be all good. So this is just a lightweight chipboard, kind of the equivalent to like a cereal box. But we use it for cutting all kinds of chipboard with our laser. And it's perfect. You can easily layer it if you want it thicker, but I was even able to cut it with my thinlet dies, which was perfect. I mean, yes, you could totally cut this yourself. This is not that big of a deal of a shape to cut. But trying to get them all straight and nice and even and looking the same, I was like, nope, forget it. I'm just gonna run it through the die cutter because I have it and I'm gonna use it. Okay, so now the challenge is just to get them all lined up. This is single-sided paper, so that's really great. We're not missing out on anything by gluing this down. And I couldn't believe I found all the colors that my daughter wanted to do. We were looking on Etsy for a cute little banner, like we were looking on Pinterest. We've got a little Pinterest board going. And there was a fun banner that said, it just said one. It was scalloped edge, not this straight edge, but I think this is going to be just as cute. And it didn't have much to it. It just said one, had some little plain little flowers and like some little bee die cuts. And they wanted $27 plus shipping, plus tax because it's on Etsy. And I was like, I don't think so. I'll just make one. If you like it, you can use it. You can have it. It'll be great. And we'll save a few dollars. So I hope she likes it. I took inspiration from the colors that she wanted, and I found this pastel napkin with bees. How perfect is that? It's funny, I picked this napkin up like this napkin pack up a month or so ago, and I didn't know what it was going to be for, but anytime I see pretty bee napkins, I usually buy them because I love to craft junk journals with bees. I don't know what it is. I'm allergic to bees, but I do realize the world needs our honeybees, and they are so fun to craft with and just mesmerizing. You can glitter the wings and all the things, and it's just so fun. So I typically buy them, and then I was looking through my stash, and I was like, oh, those are perfect. So it was just kismet, meant to be. Custom made by Mimi, that's right. Mimi made it, and I think Titi is going to make her cupcakes this year, so we are looking for fun bee cupcake ideas and just having fun with that. And we're going to make a little smash cake and help with the rest of the decorations. So, and we're all starting now because it's in a couple of months, but it'll go by fast. The theme is Sweet to Be One. They have, of course, some decorative things that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby, and I may grab a few of those things just to tie it all in together. Have a little extra decorations on the tables and things, but okay. So, of course, being me, I want to ink around the edges, and I did get a little bit of a white edge there. I barely had enough of the paper the way that I wanted to cut it. This was 12 by 12 paper, and I only used 3 sheets to get all of this, so I think that's great. Now, I also plan to put some eyelets at the top. I want this to be the front, this little pink side. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to use, I think, sponge sugar to ink around. Let's see. Do I have a pink? Dabber. Come on, pink dabber. Pink dabber. No, that's yellow. There's one. That's just a blank one, so we'll use that one. Mostly blankish. Okay. Let's go with this. My daughter wanted to kind of focus on kind of some turquoise, some green, so I thought sponge sugar and bundled sage would be really pretty. Let's see. Oh yeah, it just kind of adds to the edge there because we have a chipboard edge, so we want to cover that up a little bit. Ouch. Yep, that finger is letting me know. Don't ever do that again in the air fryer. I'm not very well versed in air fryer cooking. I'm just still learning, but I'm learning it's kind of like a little oven. You just turn it on, good to go. I made grilled cheese sandwiches in there last night. It was mostly good. It was a little bit not cooked in the center, but that's all right. Okay, so we're mostly doing this to color the chipboard on the side and just to add a little contrast. Whoops. So this is kind of like making little ephemera. You could make this smaller scale and put it in a book, a journal. You could make this not for a birthday. You could make it for the holidays. Do some holiday themed papers. Okay. And what I'm thinking here is it might be easier if we... You don't even have an air fryer. I wouldn't know how to use it. You know, I got my husband one for his birthday. It's been a while now, a couple years ago, and all my friends swear by it, and I was a little intimidated by it. I do love my Instant Pot, though. I got that from Pampered Chef when I was selling for Pampered Chef, and I love it. It makes rice really great. It makes my soups really great. I use it as a slow cooker, so it kind of replaced my slow cooker. It is a little smaller, but in perfect timing because my house is a little smaller now, just my husband and I mostly. We do have our youngest daughter still lives at home, but she's she works night shifts, so she's kind of on a different schedule from us, and kind of eats her own things too because she has to be gluten-free. So, all right. It's funny. I was realizing the other day, I'm like, the whole day is all about food. You think about what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, what's for snacks. I'm hungry. I need coffee. Oh my gosh, I'm so starving. I need dinner. Like, what's for dinner? I was like, geez, the whole day, it's all about food. Oh. Okay, now here is where I want to pay attention. Try to really get rid of that. Whoops, I'm getting some yellow in there. That's okay. Must be from the ink dabber. And it looks like you love your air fryer and Instant Pot, the two most used appliances in your kitchen. Ah, yes. So we just got rid of our toaster oven. It was a really good brand. It was KitchenAid, but it really kind of didn't work great. I used to love a toaster oven, but this one, I don't know what was up with it. It was not cheap. KitchenAid brand, and it was kind of large, bulky, took up a lot of room on our counter. and we all hated it. You put toast in there, and like, I don't even like my toast all that toasted. I kind of like it. My husband calls it scared because it's just barely toasted. And yeah, it would take forever. You put your toast in there, walk away, and wait forever and ever, it seemed. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one with the bundled sage, so we'll have a little more contrast here. Do we have a green dabber? That one says tea dye, but that is not tea dye. I need to fix all of these and put some new sponges on them. These came with the carousel that I got, and yeah. Okay, I like that green. That's going to be a good contrast, I think. Next, we'll do our napkins on here. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put a trim, but I don't know that I do. So we're going to have a yellow ribbon. It's kind of a sheer ribbon, holding these all together. I got her a little baby book, and so when she's done with this party stuff, she could take this little banner apart and put them, at least a piece of it, in the book if she wanted to. That would be kind of a fun little keepsake. Okay, so there we go. Let's get to decoupaging. That is like my favoriteest thing ever. So I want to decoupage these 3 pieces, and then once I take the hives out, I'm going to use what's left of the napkin to put around here. Okay, and I think there's 4 designs on one napkin, so I think we'll be good with just doing one napkin. That's pretty amazing, actually. Oh, no. Let's see, maybe it's only one hive. Let's open it up and take a look. I'm looking back here. Yeah, there's another hive there. Well, okay, let's see what's going on. So there's 2 hives, so I'm going to need 2 napkins. And that's okay, because I need 3. I needed to spell 1. There we go. Now there's lots of ways you can work with your napkins. I used to do the tape method to take the backs off of them, take the extra plies off, but usually just pinching with your fingers, the oils on your fingers will usually pull them apart. This is a 3-ply. I can see there's still 1 more ply there. And sometimes I'll save this extra stuff. You can stamp on this and make your own decoupage tissue. There we go. There's that other ply. And also, so I guess I should have mentioned to you before I did this, sometimes I like to cut out my shape first, but we didn't do that on this one, so we're just going to go with it. Also, if you need some texture on a background or something, this extra ply works really great for that. Or you can just use it as a napkin to wipe your hands onto. That works well. So let's see what this is going to look like when we set this on top of our little pennants here. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, I love them too. I always pick up bee napkins whenever I see them. Okay, so that's just going to go like right there. And I think I like the whole thing done. I was just going to cut out the little hive and put it on, but I kind of like the whole thing. So let's get some Mod Podge on there, and then we'll press it back on, and then we'll just tear around the edge. Then we don't have to actually tear around the hive itself. So the Mod Podge I like to use is the satin one. Of course, you can use all of the other things. There's collage medium, gel medium, any of the things will work. If you PVA glue, if you don't like to use Mod Podge, there's options. All right, let's put this back. Got things all over here. And I also like to use a silicone brush. with my Mod Podge. I used to just use a paintbrush, but then I was like really ruining most of my paintbrushes because I was bad and I would forget to or rinse them out. So Mod Podge does not good things to your paintbrushes over time. Now I heard somebody said you can put your paintbrushes into hair conditioner and that will bring them back to life. I haven't tried it yet. I have a whole bunch of brushes out in the kitchen that I really should do something with. Okay, here we go. And I think I'm just going to cut this in half, this napkin. A little bit off camera, but I'll bring it back into view. Just 1 second. Definitely a little easier to cut these if you are, before you take the plies off. But you can also use your water brush and cut them that way. Now, I want to try to get this hive kind of in the center. All right, we got it on there. That's where it's going to live. And I'll press, and then this is just, oh, I did do it a little wonky, but that's all right. We can just pull this right off of here. And that is a little sticky on the other side because these napkins are thin. It's sticking to that area of my finger. That doesn't feel so good. And we can go around with some scissors after here. We'll just get the base of it. Oh, that's cute. I think I like that. Hope my daughter will like that. The beehive is not quite as visible as I thought it was going to be, but I think it will be once it's all done, so it'll be all right. And this is just to go on the high chair, to decorate the high chair. So when she's doing her little smash cake, in later pictures, we'll be able to see that it was her first birthday. And sometimes it is easier to, if you're going to cut, just cut from the back side here. Don't have to worry about what pattern pieces you're going to lose or whatever. You just trim it. And then we'll cover over the front of this with Mod Podge too to seal in that napkin. I may use a piece of chipboard and maybe raise this off the base. I don't know. I'll have to take a look because it's, like I said, it's not as vibrant as I thought it was going to be, even on that background, but I think it is still cute. Oh, the camera's picking it up pretty good. So this is going to sit over here on this, like so. Oh, I think that's cute. We could put a little piece of lace or trim or something up there. And then I'll have the eyelets back here to string and hold it together. And then I have some cute little bee charms. So this would be fun to use in like a baby's bedroom or nursery. That could be fun too. All right, so let's put some Mod Podge on the front here. And then we'll see if we have enough room to set these all to the side. Now, if you live in a place where it's very humid, our humidity here is high, but it's not usually hot, so the Mod Podge just works fine. And this really, the purpose for this is just to decorate for the party, so it doesn't have to be long-lasting. This would be truly ephemera, because ephemera is like temporary papers, like a movie ticket or something like this. It's just meant to last for a short period of time. Okay, let's put some glue under there. Now, of course, you could use glue stick too. And if you want to do that ironing method, go right ahead. I'm not I'm not really an ironer or someone who likes to iron, so nope, that's not for me. I watch other crafters do it, and I'm always just kind of amazed because I'm like, oh, that's like so not my jam. But hey, it works, and it seems to work well. They do get good adhesion. All right, let's do this other one. Going to Mod Podge this up. Now, right here is where you could use glue stick first. Just put glue stick over all of this. I realized I'm still out of glue sticks. I had a bad glue stick purchasing experience. I just seem to have sometimes bad luck. I ordered what I thought was a pack of, I think like 10 glue sticks. And it took like 5 weeks. And finally, it was like $14. And one glue stick arrived. And it wasn't even a large one. It was like this little shrimpy glue stick. I was like, really? I'm returning this. And you can't send me the link of the ones that you use. It's only the ironing you're okay with doing. It's the only ironing you do, yes. Okay, for spring summer decor for the mantle. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, let's put this on here. Okay, hopefully that's kind of center-ish. Now, I've seen people seal these into, like with wax paper or whatever you want to do. You could also laminate these once you got the design down. Possibilities are endless. If you want it to be a little more long-lasting, you could definitely do the laminating, not laminate, laminate. Words are hard today. Oh my gosh, it is Wednesday though. Made it halfway through the week. Okay. Try and cut around this as best as I can. I'm not too worried about, you know, having a perfect edge or whatever, because I think it's just going to blend, and you could easily sand this off or wrap it around or any of the things. I do kind of like the scalloped edge, especially with the flowers, but we are going with the straight pendants this time right now. And we're about halfway through for time, so hopefully I'll have enough time to get all the things I want to do done here. Usually drying time can be kind of an issue, but I think we're doing okay. All right, so there's another hive where I can put that letter. And then we're going to have to dig into the other napkin. And we'll put a little Mod Podge over this. Now, like I said, there's so many ways to do the same thing. So if you have a way that works better for you, this is just the way I do it. And it is okay to, you know, take inspiration and still do it your own way. Like I said, we saw a cute little high chair banner on Etsy, and I am all for supporting other crafters and creators and all the things, but my daughter is kind of on a budget, and I thought it would be fun to try my hand at making this, so I figured I could make it for less than $27 and still make it cute and custom to fit our party decor plans. All right, let's set this little guy to the side and let it dry. And we'll do that other one. And then with the scraps, we'll put some on the back. What did I do with the other napkin? There it is. Okay, so like I said, it is easier to cut this before you pull the plies off. And I have to dig into this one because the other ones, each napkin only comes with 2 hives. So you do get lots of print though, and lots of bees, which is cool. And there's even a little beehive in the background here. So that's kind of fun. Or not beehive, bee, what am I trying to say? Oh, like beeswax print. There we go. Honeycomb. That's what it is. It's honeycomb. Okay. I don't know why words are so hard when you hit that go live button, but they truly are. Okay, so we just want one of the supplies here. So we're going to take that one. And this one tried to come with it, but it didn't. Sometimes if you just put a little glue on your fingers, you can convince those plies to come apart as well if your finger oils aren't enough. There we go. There we go, just like that. And we'll put this one over here. Oh, I love that little sprig of plant life there. And I think I'm getting Mod Podge all over that rickrack that's sitting on my desk. Where did you find the napkin? You want one? Sharon, I can send you one. I have a whole stack of them. I always am buying napkins. I don't know where I bought from. I used to do bunches of napkin packs over on Facebook. I think I'm going to put together some for Halloween on Scoops Day. I try not to complicate Scoops Day too much because it's already a little complicated, whereas you can get 1 scoop or 3 scoops, or you can add a sprinkle of charms or just a scoop of charms, but I think we'll be okay. We can add some napkin packs. Okay, here we go. I have napkins kind of coming out of my ears. We have so many because I kept buying, but I wasn't doing the napkin pack sales as much. So now I still buy them, but I'm very selective about the ones that I buy. And like I said, I buy them everywhere. I buy them at thrift stores. I buy them at vintage shops. I buy them party stores. Anywhere that I see them. Sometimes at the grocery store even. Oops. I am actually cutting the banner on that one. Did not mean to do that. Blind Lady Problems 3.0. Can't see where the edge is. There we go. Okay, yeah, about halfway in, and we've got them all covered, and gonna still do some more Mod Podging on the other pieces. Now, I don't worry about these little wrinkly bits. I kind of like them. I think they just add to the character and charm, but most of the time I am doing junk journaling, so it just works out. And if you don't like that, you can definitely break out the parchment paper, not wax paper, parchment paper, and iron it out. Like I said, I have the cutest little iron though. I should iron more, but like I said, I really do like the wrinkles. The only place I don't like the wrinkles is on my face. So keep them on the page. That would be great. Okay, there we go. We got all 3 of those done. Whoops, sorry guys. Taking you with me. And now we just have these back pieces. And this part could be seen from both sides. So this is going to be the front side with the letters. And I think what I might do is just put it like here so we get some of that pattern. Let's see, what's that going to look like when we put this here? Yeah, you're not going to see a whole lot of it. But it will just add some of that floral around. So we could even just take little strips of it and just do it around the sides. I don't mind using the whole thing and having just a little bit of waste. It's okay with me. In this instance, because the napkins are hard to, I find them hard to store once you've pulled the plies off and so forth. I kind of have a book for my rice papers. I should really do the same thing for my napkins, and then maybe I would use them more. I do love to decoupage, though. I used to kind of joke that if things don't move fast enough, they're going to get covered in a napkin. Oh. Now, Mr. Frapps, he teases me all the time that if the world comes to an end and, you know, the whole toilet paper instance was a problem, we would at least have a good supply of napkins. So I was like, no way, my napkins aren't for that. Because, I mean, I have cupboards of napkins. But they're all very pretty ones for crafting. There we go. Okay. So I'll put this here. And then I can trim that around the edge. Oops. All right, Rick Rack, you're kind of in the way here. Put this up here. And we'll give this a good coat as well. And we can sand that edge off, no problem. Now, when you're doing this, I just remembered, your fingers start to get sticky, and so be careful where you put your fingers because if it's sticky, it will tear that napkin if you put your finger on there. It kind of seems like a no-brainer, but when you're working, it's easy to forget and just put your finger right in the napkin, and then it tears, and it's kind of a bummer. All right, let's put this here. Although most of this one, like I said, is not going to show. It's just going to be a little bit of the background. So we could have achieved the same effect by doing some stamping. If that's what you'd rather do, you could stamp around the edge. We could still stamp around the edge. I'm trying to keep it a little more in the pastel family here. You know, no grunge. There we go. And once this side dries, I probably will do something on the back, just because once you hang it up, it will be seen maybe from the back side, depending where the high chair is sitting. However, the paper that I put back there, even if I don't do anything, is still pretty too. So that is a nice feature like that. And if you didn't want to use scrapbook paper to cover these chipboard pieces with, you could definitely paint and then put your napkin. So many different ways, like I said, to decorate and do the same thing. So well, let's put some little bees on this one. And I'm trying to get more out to the edges because that's what's going to be seen here. How are we doing? Where'd my comments go? There they are. You love the wrinkles. Yes. Oh, hi, Phyllis. Thank you. Thanks for being here. How's everybody's Wednesday going? They had my favorite soup at the diner the last 2 days that we go to for lunch. So excited. Corn chowder, no bacon. It was wonderful. And they're all homemade by the owner. We know the owner. So homemade soups, and they're just absolutely wonderful. September is soup month for me, although I do eat soup year round, any day, hot soup, cold soup, whatever soup. I prefer cream soups, but I don't eat clam chowder or seafood chowder or any kind of chowder like that. I will eat corn chowder. That one's my favorite, but no seafood. And no bacon. Oh, and I discovered I don't really like hominy. The diner, they make this one soup, pozole. It's I think, Mexican soup. It has pork and hominy in there. And I don't really care for the hominy. It's not my thing. The soup base does have really good flavor, though. But the hominy tastes like, I don't know, squishy corn or something. To me, it just kind of weirds me out. I have tried some other cool things in some of his soups, though. He puts a lot of sweet potato in some of his vegetable soups, and I found that interesting. I do love sweet potato, but I'd never thought to put it in soups. And in his corn chowder, telling all Steve's secrets. He put cream corn, and I never have done that in mine before. And I thought, oh, genius. It adds that sweet flavor. Lots of great corn. And then, what was it? He put, I think it was like a rutabaga or something one time in some of his vegetable soups. Kind of fun, interesting things. Okay. And that's the benefit of getting, homemade foods. It's really customized, so it's kind of cool. All right, let's take this little edge off of here. Ooh, don't stick. Oh, my fingers are so sticky. Oh, real life here behind the scenes. I was on FaceTime with my daughter yesterday, and she's like, Mom, is your eye okay? I'm like, yeah, I just got glue on the eyelid. I just peeled glue off my eyelid. It's all right. Crafter problems. Okay, let's get this. I'm making a mess here. I don't know why I keep crafting on this burlap. It's not the best thing to craft on, but it does make for some fun fall photos. Okay, so one more piece to go, and then we can color our little chipboard letters, and then we can assemble. Now, sometimes what I do with these little leftover pieces of napkin, Sharon, because we use our scraps, I put them on masterboards or whatever. Even just if you put it on some packaging paper or some cardstock, just Mod Podge it all down and make a masterboard. You can make some really fun little tags or whatever. I saw Sharon giving me some laughy faces. Yeah. Blind lady problems. I didn't know there was glue on my hands. And I rubbed my eye, and then it dried on my eyelid. It actually irritated the eyelid skin just a little bit. Oh, can't take me anywhere. Yes, using scraps. My friend Corey Dahman, that's a lot of what she uses. She creates so many fun things with scraps. If I ever need scrap inspiration, I check out Corey's YouTube channel. She does some amazing things with scraps. But sometimes, in the, and Rachel from Rachel Bella Crafts, she used a book block that she had taken out of like a Reader's Digest book or something. And she used the book block and just started gluing things in there. Like at this extra scrap, she would just glue it in there. And just made a bunch of collages. And then you go through the pages and you can tear things out when you need something. Maybe you need a little yellow piece or something with bees. You can just tear it out. It's already on book page, good to go when you need it. I thought that was pretty cool. It's kind of like those waste nothing books. People use their book blocks to put their extra inks and things on. Okay. See, the finger's sticky. There we go. Yeah, such a great idea, right? If you have the book blocks laying around anyways, it's something you can do with them. And even if you don't have a book block, maybe you have a little sketchbook or something you want to put that in, or even like a little composition book. You could glue some of the pages together and put scraps and bits in there. Okay, I'll get this down. And then this is the last one. Then all of our pieces are drying. And depending how much Mod Podge you put on there will depend on how long it takes to dry. I do sometimes use a heat tool for these, but a lot of times I just try to put my Mod Podge on and just kind of let it dry. And then I can kind of see how things are going, if I need to add more glue or whatever. And always try to make sure you get those edges nice and sealed, because that is where it will peel up if you don't get it. I want that to come off, so I'm going to try and get that edge there pretty good. Oh no, I think this Mod Podge is about half full, which is great. It's still half full, but it's only half full. That means I'm going to run out. I love this Mod Podge, the satin one. I've never tried the vintage one. I've never been able to find it. It has like a little tinge to it. But this one is my favorite, satin. And I am or was or whatever a Plaid ambassador for the Mod Podge brand, but I don't know if they still do that program anymore. I haven't heard from them in a very long time. All right. Now you can wait till this dries and either cut it off or sand it off. But while it's wet right there, I'm just going to peel it off. And that's, of course, how my hands get sticky. Okay, so we will clean the silicone brush really quick. That's what I love about it. Super quick and easy. You can just like that. Nice and clean. Okay, and out of room to set things to dry. All right, there we go. Now we'll pay attention to these little pieces. And here you can use some acrylic paints. You can use distress paint, distress ink, whatever you want to use. Ugh, my fingers are so sticky. And please excuse my nails. I haven't had a chance to paint them again, and every time when I ink, I get ink all over them, so they look kind of scuzzy. All right, here we go. There we go. Let's see. Do we want to do our letters in green or pink? I think I'm going to try pink first. And we'll see if it's a bright enough contrast. Now, I like using Distress Oxides or even chalk ink over my chipboard. Because it just kind of gives it that extra, like, nice finish. When I pop this out of here, I will continue to ink around. Now, you can do it like that, or you can do it in the liquid form. You can use, so we could press this ink onto our block. We can add some water. And then you can either smush or paint it on. Let's see. I have a brush. Here we go. But I feel like this isn't going to give it as much color. See, the water just saturates right on into the chipboard, and it just doesn't work as great. So I like to take the whole ink pad and just smush it on there. Adding the water is how you activate your oxide ink, but hi, Chris. Hi, Tomorrow. Pouring the coffee. Thank you, Roberta. You're loving the bees. Hello, Karen. All right, so let's put some more of this over here. We're just going to go in there and go to town here. Now we could spray these. Maybe with some spritz, the glittery spritz. That could be fun. Nope. All right, we'll take that one out of the package. And we actually don't need that. Like I said, though, sometimes if you leave them in the background, in their little casing, if they come that way, you'll be able to color them a little easier, especially if you're doing paint. Now this one I got wet, so it's trying to peel everywhere. Okay, so that is going to go on our little beehives, and I think it's pretty good as far as visibility. But we also could take a little, if we're light-handed and careful, a little bit of some Uncharted Mariner and just go around the edge, because that's kind of the blue. Or we could do, let's do Salvage Patina, actually. I think Salvage Patina would get me a little better results there, and I won't have to worry about being so heavy-handed. Now this one has this little tiny thin, and we have to be really careful while we are going around. One thing you also can do is once you glue it on, you can take the ink and just kind of go around the edges, and that will help to give it a little more definition. Here we go. Let's use some Salvage Patina and just go around the edge. I've only got 10 minutes left. Whew, time flies when you're having fun and have to dry everything. But I will post some pictures when I finish it. Oh, there we go. See, just giving just a little bit around that edge. So then when we glue this down, we'll be able to see the letters pretty good. I'm trying to decide, what do you guys think? Should we spritz them? That will give them just a little bit of some sparkle. And it might smudge this ink if we do that because that's adding liquid, but that's okay. It's all right if they look kind of a pinky blue. What do you guys think? Spritz or no spritz? I'm talking about just distress spritz, which will give it a little sparkle. Okay, I think I'm gonna messy up this one just a little bit. It was too clean. Yes, sparkle for sure. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. Where is my sparkle box? I want there we go. Get messy. We could also emboss these. That would be fun. That would take a little more time though. Let's see. I don't know where my splat box went. It's normally right here, but things are crazy. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've been putting napkins and things inside of it. Awesome. Okay. Got die cuts all over the place. Put those over there. All right, here we go. Now we'll put these all 3 in here. I love my splat box. It's just about time to cut it up and do something with it and get a new one in here. All right. Sparkly sprays. I think I have the pinks out. I do. We have picked raspberry. That could be good. Ooh, or worn lipstick. Or maybe a little of both. All right, let's shake them up. Got to get all the mica off the bottom. Okay. Here we go. Oh, come on. Well, that was very underwhelming. Is my sprayer not working? Ugh. Oh, great. Well, that's the raspberry one, and the sprayer doesn't want to work. Let's try the other one. I may have to buy a new sprayer. I'm getting ready to place a Ranger order, so... there we go. That works. This one's worn lipstick. I think it's actually pretty great. And then I typically wipe the nozzles off. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. That's adding quite a bit of spray in there. Can you see the sparkle that it's doing? It's pretty great. I love it. Okay. Like I said, not sure where that one, maybe it's clogged. I don't know. What's everybody drinking? I got my Dr. Pepper. No, those are pretty saturated. So if you don't want to get all of that all over you, you can use some tweezers to pick them out of there. Oh, look how fun that is in my splat box. It's leaving the letter shadows behind. What a fun background that is. I love it. Okay, there we go. Now, if you're using a splat box like this, see all that liquid in there? Be careful that it doesn't come shooting out the side or whatever. This is a pretty good box here. But sometimes some of the boxes will leak is what I'm telling you. So save yourself the mess. make sure you know where it's going. And I don't have any kind of fancy splat box. I just use boxes that come in the mail with things, but you can buy them. Ranger, I think it's Ranger Ink that sells them. All right. Let's do a little bit of heat once I can plug this in. And hopefully we'll be able to assemble a few things here. Maybe we'll see like one little banner. And I'll probably keep working while Leah is live, because this is a live craft and chat in part of the Artistry Collective, put together by Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. And up after me is Leah from Make All the Things With Me. And then after her is Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. And we are all doing some sort of a wing theme tonight. All right, let's do a little bit of heat. Oh, I hope you guys can see that shimmer. It's beautiful. Now, anytime that you're trying to dry paper, if you can lift it off your surface, the heat can get underneath. Ooh, that one bubbled. Did you guys see that? The heat can get underneath it and it'll dry a little faster. Okay, we could sit here all night and dry, I think. But let's take this one off here. And I want to save some room at the top for some eyelets in the corner on this bigger piece. And then I'm going to have ribbon running from all three of these little things here. Okay, and we could use some 3D foam to kind of lift this off. I think I might do that actually. Some foam tape, or you can use the dots, whatever that you have. And then that will be really cool. Now this is still not dry. Will you attach the letter layer with brads so they swivel? Ooh, we definitely could do that, this one. But I think I like the idea of having them raised a little bit too. Now if we raise it like this, I could also do, I have some honeycomb die cuts. We could tuck it in underneath and make it look even more three-dimensional. I think these letters are going to be absolutely beautiful on there with some sparkles. So that one will look like that. That's still, like I said, that's still drying. So, of course, we could poke holes in this chipboard and put some little flowers or something like that on there. But we've got kind of a busy background. So there's the E. And then there is our N-O-N-E. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue those down right now. Now I'm just going to use my Barely Arts glue. Hopefully it's not dried out since I left it open. You could also use hot glue, tacky glue, any glue that you like that's for chipboard to paper. I'm going to be pretty heavy-handed with it. Just because I really want to make sure it sticks down. Give it a press. And I am getting just a little bit of that spritz on my hands there. I'm not worried about is it straight or whatever. I just want it to be in the little beehive. And you could also put these on with Mod Podge. All right, guys. Well, that is my time. I did not get this finished. I'm sorry. I kind of took on a little bit of an ambitious project. I hope you have enjoyed hanging out and crafting with me, though. This is definitely something I needed to get done in my crafty life back here. So thank you again to Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage for bringing the Artistry Collective together. And we are myself and then Leah from Make All the Things With Me, and then Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. So next up, you'll want to head over and see what kind of winging it Leah's going to do. And we just want to have fun and craft, and hope that you enjoy hanging out with us as well. So thank you so much for being here. I'd love it if you'd hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe, and do all of the things. And head on over to Make All the Things With Me. And I'll see you next Wednesday here with the Artistry Collective. Bye, everyone.